Okay, here we are at 4872 Lindsay and Scott Township. This is another foreclosure that I am looking at for my client, Larone. So roofs are always a thing. Buyers are always going to try to get sellers on a roof before they close. And sure, it's older, but it definitely has life in it. This doesn't actually need it. And I don't like to put money or have my clients put money in places that it doesn't need it solely to satisfy a buyer thinking, well, everything's new, unless you're just wanting to either A, spend money you don't have to, or B, address the problem before someone makes it a problem. Okay, and of course, I got my address wrong straight off the bat because sometimes I'm just absolutely thinking about other things. This is 603 Lindsay. And like all foreclosures, it stinks like ASS in here. And there's a lot that's gonna need to be done. We can see that already. They came through here clearly and made some alterations over the years. This hole walked directly into a maze of closets and room and I don't know, BB gunned up refrigerator and more room and more room. Is kind of wild. So this all is totally going to need to be redone. It looks like we may have had a fire in here. And then here we go into this big great room deal off the back. Hey, this looks like we're gonna get maybe a little bit of a view thing going on. So they have a little more of an escape to what is actually your back hillyard. So you've got some area to hang out up here and then down there. And I suppose you could just send the kids. Okay, and there's a small half bath here. Trying to think of how to reconfigure this and make it more sensible. Well, you know, you could hammer in a small bathroom here and bring your entrance into the room from here, or better yet, I think I'm gonna win right over there with that closet. So maybe bring the entrance into the bedroom over here and then have the bathroom in here. We just picked up about another, I don't know, what's that? Maybe 15 square feet of bathroom area, but we did lose a closet. And that would have to be overcome one way or another. We'll catch up with that in a minute. We'll figure that out on the way out because somebody's going to be in here after me, so I want to let them do their thing. Okay, we have another bathroom here. That's a pretty easy to stick with, to stick with the floor plan of that. We got these wood floors going through here that, believe it or not, are probably savable. We got an office / nursery bedroom. And we've got another bedroom. They are not the largest. Certainly not the first one is not the largest. This is kind of small average here. And here we go with a nice large bedroom for property the size with a nice large closet. This is kind of relative speeds because talking about, you know, representative of the era. And another bedroom here. All right, so we really have, and then of course this is the linen closet. Okay, now we're going down. And I don't know if I've said this, oh my goodness, she's got lights on in here. God bless. Worked with her for a real long time, just trying to liquidate her properties. Sometimes I get lucky, sometimes I don't. But bottom line is, this is looking like a really nice place for my client, Lerone. Okay, so all this framing here, I don't see remnants of drywall yet anywhere. It looks like they were gonna get this framed out and finished out here, but didn't, maybe. And Pittsburgh has wet basements, people. They're all over the place. You know, you figure out a way to make sure that it's not wet any longer when you're done with your work, and that's what you do. So literally, there's potential, certainly so far. Oh, and a Pittsburgh party. And we're gonna have our jacuzzi downstairs, okay? And then room for laundry room, our mechanical room. And I don't know, I just probably dumped the laundry into this and finish this off as another full bathroom. So now we are up to potentially 1, 2, 3 full bathrooms and 1 half bath. And our bedroom count can get to, it could get to 6 if we really wanted to push it and get a bedroom down here. This is a walk-up. Holy moly, patchouli. Okay. So, I mean, I can get another bedroom out of it. Is that this is a huge structural problem. And, you know, while a structural engineer could probably call it a structural problem, this is all slab. This is poured after the walls. So I'm more concerned with the cracks here, the stepping, and over here. But I mean, they certainly can be tuck pointed, and as long as that whatever is causing this to do this is addressed, there is, I mean, it gets fixed is what I'm talking about. People really tend to get super scared when someone says structural, and it's not the brightest thing, because a lot of these things with wall anchors and so forth can be addressed and corrected. Now this here is interesting because I want a window, a closet, and a, you know, having a walkout's even better. If we're being at grade is even better. If I've got a bedroom here that I'm trying to make, or a room I'm trying to make a bedroom somehow. There's a door off of here. I can figure a way to make this a solid a real five bedrooms and 3.5 baths. We will do whatever we have to do in terms of making an offer that the asset manager can't refuse, as long as I can comp this out at a price that is going to make sense for all of the money he's going to have to put in here, and time, and work. Pittsburgh's big old steel I-beams. Everywhere you look, there's a steel I-beam in construction of this era. It almost looks like maybe a little bit of, okay, there we go. There's the movement right there. I don't know if we can see it or not. Okay. Now we're on this back side. And I want to see this side of the house, and then I got to go back in the back to go back upstairs and lock the back door and lock up. And please be sure to like, subscribe, and give me a call. Let me help you get into a nice house or a wreck, depending on what your needs are. Chad Church signing off.